Hello, my name is Aaron Connolly, and I'm here to answer what is my favorite Disney movie of all time. Oh, hello there. Sorry, I'm in the woods, and my cameraman put the camera in the wrong spot, so that's my fault. I'm sorry. But let me answer that. Let me rephrase this. So, let me rephrase the question. So, the question was, what is my favorite Disney movie? But it's like asking me, what is my favorite season? It just depends on my mood. Like, sometimes I want fall to happen. I want to see the leaves change color. I want to watch Nightmare Before Christmas and watch Hocus Pocus. But sometimes I want to build a snowman and watch Frozen and watch Santa Buddies. So it's so hard to pick it because there's so many different types of Disney films, and it's so hard to pick my favorite. And let me sing you my favorite Disney movie. My favorite Disney movie is Frozen. No, it actually isn't Frozen. I just like singing. I'm sorry if I made your ears hurt, and I'm going to stop singing, but it just depends on my mood. So I love singing along with Disney musicals such as High School Musical, and what bops to the top is, out of the High School Musical trilogy, is High School Musical 3, because Zac Efron actually sings in that one. It's the conclusion. The chemistry between Gabriella and Troy is so cute, how they're waltzing on top of the roof. And I just found it was just a satisfying ending because Troy got both the theater and he also got basketball, and he's also closer to Gabriella, and he's not 1,533 miles away from her. And another thing I like is The Incredibles. It's such a great family film. I just love the animation of it, especially when it came out at first. It was different from everything else at the time, and watching it 10 years later and seeing the sequel with my brothers and growing up with it, I found it amazing just to see the action and the family tension, and seeing how Dash and Violet in the first one actually fully achieved their full powers, and Jack was just a great side of comedic relief. And then I just love going to see Marvel movies. Like, that's my favorite pastime. But if I'm not studying at school or writing essays, like I have the Ultimate Spider-Man sweatshirt, and I just love Spider-Man so much. And I just love the comedy of Marvel films and how it can be serious, and then they also like throw in some banter, and I just love the witty banter between, especially Iron Man, to like anyone, to be honest. And Thor Ragnarok was another great favorite of mine, just because Thor went from God of Hammers to God of Lightning, and just like demolishing Hela's skeleton army. And that one actually has Led Zeppelin. Sorry, Peter, not AC/DC. Since I don't think he will tell the difference. He can't tell the difference between Led Zeppelin or AC/DC. That was Far From Home. But my favorite Disney movie to watch at any season, at any time, though, well, you should know by now since I'm in the woods, is Up. Because the wilderness must be explored. Rawr, caca. But a wilderness explorer is a friend to all, whether plant or fish or tiny mole. And Up just has everything. It's great because that was awesome. It's amazing because it's a tearjerker. I love the first 5 minutes. It was such a satisfying romance to see between Ellie and Carl, and then afterwards, it was just nice to see how Carl went from a cranky old man who's just sought to fill his promise to Ellie to actually finding a family, like a makeshift family that he never really had after his wife died, which was Kevin and Doug and Russell. And had such action, adventure. I just loved the vibrant colors of the balloons over the house. It was just, I loved it so much. It just made me want to travel more. I wish my house would just float in the air with so many balloons. And the comedy was subtle. It didn't overrun the film. Like Doug casually going, squirrel! It just cracked me up. Or Kevin coming out just because Russell had a chocolate bar. And I also think that just had great themes. Since it's not just a destination, it's also just the journey you are with the people and how the people make the journey even better. Since at first, Carl wanted nothing to do with Russell. Then afterwards, he just became a sort of father figure for Russell, and Russell warmed him up. And how I love the end. It was so touching to see how Carl gave Russell the Ellie badge, and then Russell finally getting all the badges he needed and finally got a father figure out of it. And then they're just eating ice cream and just playing red car, blue car. I just thought it was so cute. And then seeing the fight scene between Carl and Muntz is just hilarious because there was tension, but then there was also some comedy to make me laugh a little bit, such as like they're old men fighting, so of course their backs are gonna hurt, and I think it had a good mix of everything. So it wasn't overrun by comedy, it wasn't too sad or tragic, and it just had a great theme, and it also just showed like your family is not also by blood, but just like who you meet, and like Russell and Carl is a good example of that. And I want to thank you for the opportunity, and I'm gonna go find somewhere dry since I'm done exploring the wilderness for now. I'm kind of taking a shower, so I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I hope you pick me to watch Disney movies. Thank you and have a good one.